Before the video starts, I just want to add some things I forgot to mention. First of all, paracording your mouse will void your warranty, so only do this if you're fine with that. Second, there are numerous websites where you can buy a paracord, but the quality is all very similar, so I would just get either the cheapest one or the color you like best. I'll link all the different paracord websites that I know of in the description. Another thing is the way I removed the mouse feet in the video. I basically destroyed them because I didn't need them. But if you want to reuse your mouse feet, then obviously do it more gently. I highly recommend getting replacement mouse feet because from my experience, mouse feet never feel the same once you remove them. Hey guys, it's SeaJet, and today I'm going to be paracording the glorious Model O- and the Finalmouse Ultralight 2. So what you need to paracord a mouse is a precision screwdriver set, obviously the paracord, a lighter, and I highly recommend getting replacement mouse feet. These are Tiger Arcs, but you can get whichever ones you want. I'm going to paracord my Finalmouse first, so I'll just put these away for now. So first you're going to get your screwdriver, use a flathead, and remove the mouse feet. For some mouse feet, you don't have to remove all of them. For example, this one, you only have to remove the bottom two, but I have replacement mouse feet, so I'm just going to remove all of them anyway. You could also use a hairdryer to melt the glue, but I heard it could damage the plastic, so I prefer not using it. Once the mouse feet are off, find the right screwdriver for the screws, and unscrew the screws. Once the screws are off, you can disassemble the mouse. With some mice, you have to remove the PCB to remove the cable, but you don't have to do that for every mouse. With this mouse, there's these little clips that you have to unclip. Remove the side buttons from the shell. And now the PCB is off. Now we're going to remove the original cable from the PCB, and remember what order the cables are in, so at the top is red and the bottom is white. So just remember that. Gently pull it out. Now we're going to plug the paracord in, and remember the top was red, so I'm going to put it in like this. The order is different for every mouse, but this is how it is for this mouse. Now I'm gonna melt the first heat shrink. To find out where you want to put your second heat shrink, put the cable how it would be in the mouse like this. And now that we know we want it here, you can take it out again. And light it up. Don't keep the heat in one place for too long. And try not to burn the cable. The third heat shrink will go right here, so at the end of the second heat shrink towards the mouse. So put the cable here first, put the side buttons back in, and put the clips back on. Okay, I just broke a clip, but it should be okay. Now you can put the top shell back on. Before you put the screws back on, plug the mouse into your computer to make sure it works. Once you check to see if it works, you can screw the mouse back together. And now you can put your mouse feet on. Okay, now this one is done. And now I'm gonna paracord the Model O-. Again, start by removing the mouse feet. So the Model O- is another mouse where you don't have to remove all of the mouse feet, just the bottom two. Unscrew the mouse. Remove the top shell. With this mouse, there's ribbons attached to the top shell, so we're gonna have to remove it. Gently pull this black part. And same with this one. With this mouse, you don't have to remove the PCB. You can just remove the cable like this. Gently remove the cable. I forgot to remember, before you remove the cable, remember that the top is yellow and the bottom is red. Again, it's different for every mouse, but that's how it is for this mouse. Plug in your paracord. So this one doesn't have the yellow cable, but we know that the bottom is red, so we're gonna plug it in like this. Now we're gonna heat the first heat shrink. To find out where you want the second heat shrink, again, put the cable how it would be in the mouse. So now we know we want the heat shrink right here, so you can take out the cable again and light the heat shrink. Again, we want the clear heat shrink right here. Put the cable back in. You can use your screwdriver to stuff the cable like this to make sure it doesn't touch the scroll wheel. Put the ribbons back where they were. Before you put the ribbon back in, make sure the black part is pulled out like this. And once the ribbon is in, push the black part back in. Now you can put the mouse back together, make sure the heat shrink is still here, and make sure the cable is not touching the scroll wheel. Screw the mouse back in. Test the scroll wheel to make sure it's not messed up by the cable. And before you put the mouse feet back on, make sure you plug in the mouse to make sure it works properly. Once you've checked to make sure the mouse works, you can put on your mouse feet. And now it's all done. Just to show you the difference between a paracord and the other cables, here's a comparison. So that's it for the video. I hope this helped. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.